Hello everyone and welcome back to another Marvel Champions video. Yesterday Fantasy Flight released the new Vision Pack for Marvel Champions. Picked it up today. We're going to go ahead and get the deck open. Going to show off some of the cards here. Going to read if there's any new rules or anything like that. And then I'm going to again then turn the camera off. Play a quick game against probably Rhino. I like testing against Rhino. And then I'm going to let you know how the deck played. I'm going to let you know how my game went. And then I'm going to let you know what I like and what I maybe don't like about the this particular deck. So this is Vision. We're going to go ahead and get the deck open here. If I can manage to get the tape off of it, or whatever this stuff is. Alright, there we go. All right, here's our mini poster featuring Vision. So there we have Vision. Vision Hero Pack. This is a protection deck. And it doesn't look like there's any new rules. Like I said, there's additional forms. So I know he has the density manipulation, which you can change to like solid and like intangible form or whatever they're called. There's Alliance is a new keyword that appears on some cards in this pack. When a player declares their intention to play an alliance card, any player may help pay the cost for that card. So I guess it's like if I play an alliance card, my teammates can then chip in and help pay for it. There's Piercing, gets rid of tough status, right? This card's tough. That's been around for a while. Stalwart cannot be stunned or confused. All right, so there's probably some Stalwart enemies, maybe some minions in here or allies. So there's the little booklet. Let's get the deck open here. And I think Valkyrie is the next deck that's supposed to be out. I think it might already be out in Europe. I haven't seen it in any stores, at least around here lately. So I don't know if it's out for us yet. I think it's been out in Europe for a little bit. So here's Vision's alter ego, or just Vision, I guess. Doesn't really have an alter ego. He's kind of always Vision. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Or if I maybe hold it up like that. So there we go. 3 recovery. He's an android, and while you are in dense form, you get +2 recovery. While you're in intangible form, you get +1 hand size. And you put the mass form upgrade into play, intangible side, face up. And then we have Vision, the hero, back here. Let me just see if I can get it to focus. Don't know if it wants to. Let's see. There we go. So 2 thwart, 0 attack, 0 defense, android, and Avenger. Density manipulation, change forms by flipping your mass form upgrade over, limit once per round. And that is going to determine, let me see. And here is the upgrade card here. So this is the intangible side for Vision. Just see if I can get it to focus. Definitely need a better way to get this to focus on the card here. So tangible is mass form permanent. Vision cannot attack or defend in intangible form, and reduce the amount of damage Vision takes for each attack by 2. Can attack or defend, but it takes less damage. And then we have the dense form. Let's see here, dense. It's a mass form permanent. While in this form, Vision gets +2 attack and +2 defense. After you change his form, draw a card. There we go. That's the dense energy form for Vision. And then again, this is a protection deck, so we're running into like some green cards here. We have some grays, and then we have our And then our villain, or our minion villain, I guess you want to call it, nemesis, is Ultron. Makes sense. Because I think I'm not really familiar with Ultron much from the comics. I just know in the movie, at least, Ultron was supposed to, they were supposed to put the Mind Stone in, I think, like, Ultron's body is what became Vision, I think, or, like, the version that he wanted. So here's Ultron, the minion version. So looks like 2 scheme, 2 attack, 6 health. He's got toughness. And as a force to interrupt when Vision or when Ultron attacks, if Ultron drones is in play, put the top card into your deck face down, engage with you as a drone minion. It's very similar to how the Ultron villain works. This one says Ultron drones. Let me see. And I think here's the Ultron drone environment card. I think this is the exact same one as the one in the core set for Ultron, because Ultron, this is again a minion version of Ultron. The one in the core set is the villain version. All right, so that is going to do it for looking at the deck. I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to play a quick game. I'm going to let you know what I think of the deck. Any kind of, if I win or lose, I'll let you know. We'll be right back with that. And we'll be going to be playing. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and we are back after our first game playing as Vision. I was victorious. It was kind of close. I had only 3 health remaining and 1 point remaining on Rhino Scheme to have lost, but I ended up winning. At a very lucky opening hand and first round, I was able to actually knock down Rhino's first form in one round, and here's how I did it. So I had Vision on. You start off in intangible form. You'll have to flip your form once per round. So I flipped to, which is dense form. When Vision's in dense form, he gets +2 attack and +2 defense. And you get to draw a card. So I was able to draw a card with that. And then the first attack I did had one of the 2 resource generating cards like energy in my hand. And discarded one other card to play Solar Beam. So Solar Beam costs 3. And depending on what energy form you're in, it'll do one of 2 things. If you're in, it's a hero action, it's an attack. If Vision is in dense form, deal 7 damage to an enemy. And if Vision is in intangible form, remove 5 threat. So I did I was in dense form, so I did 7 damage. And then I spent 2 more resources to play Super Dense Strike, which costs 2. So an attack and a superpower, play if you're only in dense form, which I was. Hero action, attack, deal 5 damage to an enemy. The attack gains piercing. Piercing didn't have any effect in this because Rhino didn't have any like toughness status on him or anything like that. But so that is 12 damage right there. 7 from the Solar Beam, 7 from here, 5 from here. And then I just when you are in dense form, you get +2 attack. Vision doesn't have any. He has 2 thwart, 0 attack, 0 defense. Dense form gives him +2 attack, so he has 2 attack, 2 defense. So then I was able to just exhaust Vision and deal 2 damage to knock out Rhino's first form pretty quickly. In the second round of Rhino's Stage 2, it became a little bit trickier. He was doing more damage. I got upgrades on him that increased his attack, as well as the one card that gives him basically 5 temporary hit points. I had to get rid of that, which I eventually did. I was able to thwart away Breaking and Taken, which comes out after you defeat his first form. I was able to get rid of that. That was out for a couple rounds. I took double encounter cards for a little bit as well. And then the Crisis card came out where I had to deal with that right away as well, because you can't thwart anything else until you get rid of the Crisis. So I was able to get rid of that. Did some defense. Had a couple minions that were able to block. But I think I got very, very lucky with my opening hand, where I was able to basically defeat his first form in one round. And then, like I said, getting through his the second phase of Rhino was a little bit more challenging, and I almost ended up losing because I had, again, 3 health left. I think I flipped over into Alter Ego form once in the game and flipped back into intangible form once as well, because once you're in intangible form, if you get attacked, you take less damage. So I was able to, with that one round, actually just stay in hero form, flip to intangible to basically take less damage, but you can't attack or defend when you're in that form. So I was able to just take less damage and then able to flip back into dense form, when I was able to actually defend and things like that. I also, one really good card that actually got a few damage off of it is Vision's Cape. So Vision's Cape costs 2. It's an item, and depending on if you're in dense or intangible form, it'll do different stuff. So in dense form, you gain Retaliate 1. So whenever Rhino attacked me while I was in dense form, I was in dense form most of the game. He was getting pinged 1 damage every time. And if you're in intangible form, you gain Stalwart to where you can't be stunned or confused. So basically, the 2 most powerful cards, at least for me in this particular game, were Solar Beam and Supersonic Strike. Or, sorry, not Supersonic. Super Dense Strike. But I'm definitely going to have to go back and play another game with him because I feel I was very, very lucky with my opening hand and just like got the right cards at the right time. But that's kind of the way Marvel Champions go sometimes. Sometimes you just have a really good hand and basically everything like aligns. I remember playing a game of Drax where I took down an entire like second form of a villain in 1 round because Drax has the vengeance counters, and then you can basically attack. You do a bunch of damage. You play a card that has a villain attack you. You get to ready your character. You get to attack again, and then I played like a final card that was like a knife leap to where I did a bunch of extra damage. So sometimes you get good hands, sometimes you get decent hands, and sometimes it doesn't work out that well at all. But occasionally you just get a perfect opening hand and you're able to breeze through the villain. Like I said, I breezed through the first stage. Second stage was more challenging, but that's going to do for this video on Vision. I think Vision is pretty interesting, especially depending on like where he's got the multiple energy forms. That's a very cool concept because depending on a lot of cards will depend on being in either tangible or intangible form. Some cards can only be played in intangible form, while some cards can only be played in dense form. And then there's cards that can be played in either form, and depending on what form you're in, different things will happen. But Vision seems pretty cool. I believe Valkyrie is the next deck coming out. I'm not sure when that's coming out, but once it does, I'll pick it up and I'll do a little unboxing and let you know what I think of the deck. But that's, I think, maybe sometime in February. Hopefully sooner than that. I think they're kind of caught up on their release schedule because I think we're getting Valkyrie, and then I know we're supposed to be getting Sinister Motives at some point, which is I'm really looking forward to that because that's basically the entire Spider-Man expansion. We're getting Spider-Gwen, we're getting Miles Morales, the Sinister Six, I think like Venom and Sandman and a few others. But that's going to do it for this video. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back again in the future with other Marvel Champions videos. Again, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.